What up, y'all? So what's the word? Wednesday.
Back at it again
Yes,
for some more content for y'all.
of course. So today's discussion will be our coming out story. How we came out to our parents, or basically our family, and how they took it. For me, it was very, very, very hard for my mother to accept the fact that, I had just told her I'd moved my girlfriend down at the time to Illinois St. Louis, and we're getting married. That's when I told my mom, and I was terrified. I didn't know what to expect. She blew up at me. We fell out. I was mad at her for a long time, but we got past it, and now she loves Bay.
She loved me, y'all.
And I feel like our relationship is the best that it has ever been. So, as far as my dad, my dad is very laid back and cool. Like, my dad is so chill. And, telling him, he knew at a very, very young age, because I started dating women. I'm trying to think. I started dating women when I was 19 or 20. No, maybe 22. 22. I think. I'm going to go with 22. I can't.
How old are you now?
I'm 30. But, yeah. So, my dad knew early on. So, my dad has always been cool. He's like my best friend. So, that's that. The rest of my family is very chill and laid back. So, this doesn't make or break any situation. There is one family member who I'd rather not discuss, but they've treated us differently. But it is what it is. What about you, babe?
Well, I came out, not necessarily, but I was still in the closet in 8th grade, but I knew that I liked girls. I'm 23, by the way. My birthday is September 29th. My baby, I like them seasoned. But anyway, I officially came out my sophomore year in high school. My people didn't know, but my brother knew. Me and my brother are really close. I'm from Wilson, North Carolina. A small city, small little town. Like, everybody know you. Everybody know your business if you're not too careful. So, I never dressed girly. And I come from I guess you could say, conservative family. Well, I was raised in a church. And I kind of think they had a feeling, but they didn't really, ask. Because I know one time my aunt, I was living with my grandma aunt at the time. My aunt found a letter that I wrote to this girl. And it was, it just
incriminating.
It just went south. But anyway, I told my mom one summer I was getting ready to be a junior in high school. And my brother insisted that I told mom because he felt like, she would be, more chill about it versus my dad. So, I told my mom, and then she said, I kind of figured that anyway. And she didn't tell my dad. Somebody that I went to school with told their parents, and they worked on the same job, and they told my dad, which there was no business of yours to tell if you're watching this video. Whoever it was that I went to high school with, it was no business of yours to tell because that was my dad. I felt like that was my place to tell my dad when I got ready because I knew how my dad was. And you didn't have to live with that. I did. But anyways, it was some tough times for me. living with my mom and dad because I moved out of my grandma and auntie house when I was the end of my sophomore year in high school. But you know, it was some hard times, and you know, you have those family members that they don't deal with you, but somehow they know everything on your social media, and they go back and tell your people what you said, what you're doing, blase, blase. So I'm like, dang, like, my page private, so who am I following this, you know, going back, telling my relatives what I'm saying and what I'm doing. So I was just like, you know, I'm going to delete my Facebook. That's why I don't have a Facebook anymore, because my family members are nosy. And now that I'm grown, Sabrina is the first person that I've really brought around to my family. And I feel like they love her, you know,
Yes.
you know what I mean? And they don't accept it, you know what I mean? But they don't really talk about it either now. But they know my lifestyle. They know, you know, what I'm doing. And I don't live in Wilson, North Carolina anymore. I currently live in St. Louis, Missouri. Those of you that's wondering.
I told them that.
You told them that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was just over here trying to, you know, make my coming out story short. But, you know, I still have those family members that, oh, like, what's Sade doing? Blase, blase. And I'm like, what? Like, you get on the phone. I get on the phone with my grandma and my aunt, and they be like, well, you know, I heard this, that, and the third. And I'm like, you heard what? From who? I don't have a Facebook anymore, so who's stalking my social media? But anyways, I'm past that. I don't care. You know, I'm living my life, and I came out because I got tired of being forced to wear girly shit and do stuff that I didn't want to do. I've always been a tomboy my whole life. And that gets tiresome. When people try to make you do stuff that, you know, you don't want to do. But anybody out there that's still trying to find a way to come out, I'll say, come out at your own pace. And be careful who you tell, because people will just go behind your back and just do the most. So be careful.
People are very vindictive, and they're just revengeful. So, or vengeful, that's the proper word. But you know what I mean. People, there's a lot of hurt people out here. So, just watch yourself.
And it's 2017, and I'm still like appalled, I guess you would say, at the amount of people that still look at, you know, homosexual people a certain way. Like, they don't even give you a chance. They just judge you off gate. They don't even try to get to know you. If they know that you like the same sex, it's an issue. As well as, you know, a lot of Christian people, they're very hypocritical and judgmental when God taught love, not hate. So if you pushing people away from the church just because they gay, you wrong. You wrong. So you can't, you know, you can't look at somebody up and down just because they gay.
No,
Give them a chance. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Before I get mad all over again.
Oh, babe.
You know, that's our coming out story, and we just wanted to share it with you guys. We're getting ready to go in the house. We just came from Trader Joe's, and we're going to cook. So stay tuned for some pranks, some more cooking segments, and our What's the Word Wednesday segments.
Yes.
I'm really excited to put this out to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But stay tuned, comment, like, subscribe.
Yes.
And leave some comments of what else topics you guys want us to talk about. And we'll try to get that out to you guys.
Yes.
All right,
All
now we
right.
out.
Peace.